Okay. Let's paint a little bit more grass. Oh, those are the wrong things. Those are roots. Okie dokie. This was the song I used for my dissertation, actually, for the main menu. So my dissertation, if you don't know, it's basically I did this for the university course that I studied at for UWS, which is like University of West of Scotland, and we were tasked to make a project. Really, I'm more of a game developer. I'm not an academic, so what they were asking us to do was make this kind of project where you write so many words and you do like research and stuff like that. And all I really wanted to do was make a game. I just want to make games. That's the reason why I went to study at computer games development. And overall, I feel like year 4, which was my final year, was all about talking and reading books and articles and kind of almost like messing around and just not really making games. Like, I remember like one of the people who were in charge, they just said like, listen, nobody cares about your games. And I was like, oh my god, this is like this is not how this should work. Like, and I did, it's not that I had a bad experience, it's just like I had wanted to make games, and for some reason somewhere in between all that we just kind of lost track of what we were doing. Like, it was so don't know, so tiring. um it's just, we were just like reading articles, and which it wasn't bad, like, you know, I don't mind reading books and stuff, I don't mind reading articles, I didn't mind. It's just, it wasn't what I wanted to do. Like, I wanted to make a game. So anyhow, I ended up making a serious game, which I never really knew what it was about, like what serious games were like. So I chose something because I wanted to push myself. So I ended up choosing making this game, which was meant to teach programming to students. You need a first year, not necessarily teach, but help teach. So, and I was really excited about it. But the more and more I did it, the more and more I kind of worked through the year on it, the more exhausted I became with like this like constant making sure that the literature was read, and then you had to quote it and make sure that you were like, and it was like you spent so long writing your dissertation that in the end you had no time to actually work on the game. Like no time. Like it was just like constant chasing your feet over making sure they had the right number of references, the right number of things. Ugh. So I'm just glad I've submitted it all, and now I'm just waiting on results and see what those bring. But yeah, it was an experience for sure. Like I'm not academia, so I don't mean no offense to anybody who is into academia and who's happy to do that sort of stuff, and they're like, "Oh, this is exciting." I was excited in the third year when was finishing. I thought, "Wow, so we're gonna be making." My understanding of it is we're gonna be making a game that's based on the research, and we're gonna spend some time doing the research, and then we're gonna focus majority of the time in the game. But the more and more I got into it, the more I realized is that the game was a small part, and the writing was more important than what the game was. At least I felt that way. It was just odd. It was an odd experience for me. But yeah. So, but it's worth doing. Like if you wanna like go to uni and stuff and do like a course, it's it's an experience, that's for sure. But oh my goodness, am I glad it's done, whatever the outcome may be. So yeah, that was my experience, and I just felt so tired and exhausted. Obviously, I was splitting myself in 1,000 different parts. I also had launched my business at the time. I was working on my studio, and I was trying to do different things. So yeah. Honestly, it was crazy. Let's do the navigation actually. So yeah, no, overall it wasn't. I wouldn't say it was a bad experience. It's just, it was just one of those things. Like, I just want to make games, you know. I don't want to. I don't want to spend so long, just reading about people what they feel like games should be. This is what it felt to me, and I could be completely wrong. I'm no expert, but it's like these people who consider themselves experts in games, however, they don't spend time making games. Like a lot of them don't actually make games, and I'm like, they have other people who they work with, or other people who they look at these games and then they write articles on them. And it's like, I don't know if you're the most. I don't know. It was just, yeah, it was just such an odd experience. The more and more I think about it. Not a bad experience. Like, people are lovely and stuff. Like, I don't have most of them, but yeah. So obviously the idea is to have this area that's kind of like a cutting forest kind of place. So yeah, I think we're. I mean, more can be spent polishing this stuff for sure. There's no there's no amount of time there's gonna be like enough. But yeah, I think if I focus for the remaining of the stream, I've been 30 minutes now, so on the rest of the tasks that I wanted to do, that would be good. Let's just drop some grass around here. Let's see. I love these flowers. They're really great. Really are great. I love these little mushrooms as well because they kind of add a little bit of extra detail. They're not big enough to... Great. Let's see. Let's not okay, what is going on here? 3 density. There we go. Okie dokie, and then paint mother on here. Good. Ooh, okay. This will be the last thing, then I'll be moving over to the next one. Nice. Good. I love it. I really like it. Great. amazing. Beautiful. Beautiful. Nice. Okie dokie. Alright. It's good. It's good. Okay. The guy's in the ground. Best not to put him in the ground. Okay. Yeah, any of these pebble rocks things that I haven't used. Don't need them. Okay. Perfect, actually. That's okay. I don't want a dare. It's perfect. Okay. Okay, good. We want it right over here. Noticed that there was a little bit of a gap there, so that's good. Fix that. Good. Get that a little bit. Don't know why that's broken like that, but potentially these. This is not static, is it? No, good. Okay. Yeah, this looks good. I like it. I honestly like it. So what I do need to fix.